Hey guys, it's Jack.
And Becca.
Stop, Mom.
Sugar.
And today we're making cherry pie.
Last night we started the prep by making a homemade gluten-free pie crust. We followed the instructions on the recipe. We made the crust. You can buy your crust. I would suggest that it's a lot easier. But if you do make your homemade, try to make it the day before because it needs to set in the fridge overnight. And then after you get it out of the fridge, just set your...
For like an hour.
Yeah, it'll be like a big dough ball. And you let it set for like 20 to 30 minutes. And then you'll be ready to start working.
And while this is... and while that's setting, you can begin making your cherry pie filling. Okay, we opened, it's just a cherry pie filling that you can get from stores.
I want to use Lloyd. Lloyd.
And what brand is it? Well, you can use any cherry pie filling and then just add some sugar. How much sugar
We
do
are
you
using best
You
choice.
just do it to taste.
add sugar to taste, or if you're Becca, 3 cups.
We did apple pies last night. And we took the canned apple pie filling and added cinnamon and sugar to taste.
Yeah. So you're gonna just mix your
Make sure you get it all over the counter and the floor.
that one sad cherry on the floor. Just gonna zoom in on that. Yep.
Aww.
And then we'll zoom in on Becca cleaning it up. Becca, what do you get it? Make sure you get it all over the counter. Yay!
Then you have to clean
So
it up.
mix your sugar and your cherries together till your sugar's dissolved. If you don't like the taste of it, add more.
Mommy didn't. Let us stop.
Okay. We ran into some technical issues. It's okay. Okay. Becca, shut up.
Filling, however you like the flavor of it. When we did some for Thanksgiving, we bought the can of tart cherries.
We didn't buy it. We just
And
had
then
it.
we added sugar to that.
And it was so good.
And y'all's grandpa and stepdad really love the tart ones. But this time we're not doing tart. We're just doing regular cherry pie filling.
Your heart's riddling.
Okay, over on the crust. Parchment paper, light sprinkling of flour. Then you start pressing out your dough.
Wait, just real quick, get this noise.
Okay. You're gonna make a mess.
No.
Okay, then you're just gonna try and flatten it out. Spray your rolling pin with like some nonstick. or
Use
a
an
little bit of
actual rolling pin instead of
oil.
a fondant rolling pin.
We used a real rolling pin last night, and Becca was having a lot of problems with it, so we went to this little one.
It's a fondant rolling pin.
Sometimes it'll stick because we're not professionals, but then you can just kind of press it back in there. And you don't want it like super, super thin, but you want it pretty thin. And it's got to be big enough for your pie pan. Your pie pan, you're going to go ahead and spray down with some nonstick spray.
We use coconut nonstick spray, which if you watched more than one of our videos, you'll know.
It's just healthy.
Just like, oh my god.
Trying to
It's
figure
good
out
deodorant.
what size you're wanting there.
Yeah, so you're just gonna do all this stuff. Oh, what
Again,
temperature
I
does
have
the
not tried
oven?
that as
For-
deodorant.
The oven needs to be at
425.
425. Oven at 425. Why is there a timer? Oh, is that for the dough? Yeah, so heat your oven, make your cherry stuff to taste. Roll out your dough, make sure you make your dough the night before unless you bought it, then you start doing this. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Get started.
Mom!
Okay, so once you have it kind of all flattened out, then you take your pie pan.
It's not big enough.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
and press it, the edge of it, into your dough.
Yes. Make sure it's stuck down in there real good.
Ooh, Becca, your hair's in the way.
I don't care. I have a bag. Wait.
Okay. Then move all your extra dough out away from the edge.
Just cut it. I mean, you could use an actual knife, or since it's dough, you can use a butter knife.
You could use your hands.
Or you could tear it.
Because it doesn't matter. We're going to roll all that out again in a minute. So don't throw that away. Because we're going to use that.
Trash it!
As a bacon leaf.
As a bacon leaf. Yes, definitely. Because dough's bacon. Okay, then you do the...
So now you're ready to pick this up carefully. Slide your hand under. And
You'll be super rough with
once
it.
you're about halfway under there, flip.
Oh God, Mom.
Okay. It won't be exact, but now you've got that in there and you can press and fix.
Yeah.
Like this.
So
no,
then,
no.
after your dough is finished setting,
No.
you put in your cherry pie filling. Yeah, and then how long do we put it in the oven
After
for?
you do your filling, then you take the rest of your dough, you work it into a flat layer again, cut it into strips, and put it all across the pie for your top.
Or you don't have to do that. You can just leave it, but like it's prettier the other way.
It's
Well,
a gladys.
and most fruit pies have a top on it.
It's called a gladys.
Lattice.
Gladys.
Okay, once
Gladys.
you've filled it and done that, once you've done it and filled out, how long do we bake it for?
30 minutes.
And then bake it for 30 minutes, and we'll show you when it's done baking.
And we would suggest that you put a baking sheet underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put a baking sheet under it in case any of the filling drips out. Yeah. So you make the Gladys.
The gladys, how
You-
you make it?
You flatten it out.
Flatten it.
Flatten out Gladys. You can probably film it at your local retirement home. Except she laughs.
If you don't know who Gladys is, well...
She's just an old lady that is old.
Okay, so...
And then you cut that into strips. And then cut it into strips. And then put your filling in the pie. And then put the tiny, tiny little strips that Becca's making on top of it in a weave design. And that's how you make a Gladys. And then bake your pie. And yeah. So it's been about 20 minutes. And we're filling the pie. This is what it looks like when you fill a pie.
And then you make a round ball.
And then you make a nice ball with the extra leftover.
And you can fill your pie as much as you want. This was 1 can of the filling.
You could use 17.
On our apple pie, we used 2 cans.
But apples are bigger.
Because we wanted it, like, super filled.
Yeah.
So, it's really up to you.
So now you're just going to spray your pan. And I guess we'll show making one Gladys. Flatten it out.
That
Once you get it really flat and really, really thin.
that should be good. Sure. Right. Okay, you're gonna cut them like the strips like that. They don't all have to be even.
And then you're
Once
going
you cut them
to...
like that. You're gonna pick them.
Up, maybe. Okay, or not.
That's so sad.
You're going to attempt to pick up your Gladys strips. And lay them across. Or break it. I don't care what you do with your Gladys. Becca, what are you doing?
I'm making pie.
Gladys. So put your Gladys on. Try to do better than ours.
Mine last night was pretty.
No, it wasn't.
I'm going to do a link to Rosanna Pansino's newest video where she does a cake and a pie. And she does a pretty weave Gladys thing. Yeah. So this is just going to be chunks of Gladys, not full Gladys. But, you know, that's the look. Modern, contemporary Gladyses are all the rage. Yep. And cover your pie in some nice chunky Gladys. Should start looking something like this. Maybe yours will be prettier.
Yes, the one we did last night was way better.
I'll go show
I
them
made
that.
lettuce, herring.
Here's the pie they made yesterday. See, it's an apple pie. It's got a really pretty lattice. Yeah. So that you completed your lattice, you're going to pop it in the oven at, remember, 425
For 30 minutes.
for 30 minutes.
I want to make this crumble.
Okay.
You're going down, guys.
And you
Woo.
can sprinkle whatever you want on the topping. Do you want cinnamon on the apple and the cherry? Or do you just want some sugar across it?
So
Here's the
then-
butter.
Gonna open up the oven.
Remelt it.
That's what an oven looks like, guys.
I'll remelt this butter. You can use a little bit of melted butter to brush onto your crust
To make it crispy.
to help it brown right.
So then, oh, are we not putting it in yet? Hey. That's what butter sounds like. Just brush the butter onto it. Or you could use egg wash if you want to. But we're just going to use butter. We brushed the butter on the lattice and the edge. Now we're really going to put it in the oven.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Would you like me to put it
I
in?
don't like putting stuff in the oven anymore.
Sorry we didn't get charged to the pie. Like and subscribe. Bye.